Right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for trading with me, being a part of my trading journey. It's been such a long one. All right. So, we are going to just take a look at the chart. So, it's Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern time, and this is going back to Sunday, the 1st of February. So I'm just going to go through the market, check my strategy, and then share that with you all. And then I am going to practice this strategy with the demo account because I've already blown like three, three, four, maybe four top firm challenges. I plan on starting a small live account, um, maybe like 2 weeks. And so right now I'm just going to do a demo account. So this is the E-mini, Nasdaq E-mini. All I trade is Nasdaq. Um, when I was doing my prop firm challenges, I was trading um, E-mini. I'm going to start with the micro E-mini with my live funded account. So I'm actually going to be trading with um, the micro E-mini, but I think that's marked up. So we'll just come over here and look at the market. Okay, so looking at Sunday, so my strategy, I like to trade, at market open, so 9:30 Eastern. So what I believe is like for instance right here. So the market opened, okay, so the market opened here and then it dropped. So I believe that second candle, if that second candle is more of like a retest candle, then I assume that price is going to retest. Now, if the second candle is extended, then I believe that the market is going to go that direction. So I would be looking to get in here. Now, it's a little bit tricky, probably because it's a Sunday, right? So I would mark up, about right here. Okay. So I would say, if it comes down, right, to the end of the body, I would get in for a buy. But once I realized that there wasn't a lot of movement in the market, I would just get out. Okay. And then I'd probably say, you know what, Sunday's a bust. I'm not gonna do Sundays. Okay. But and see, this is my problem. This is where I get messed up with my demo account because I love trading. I love the idea of it. And would say here, okay, I'm not gonna trade at all today. And then I would get back in and I would see something like this. And I would say, okay, price obviously does not want to come above this line. Let me get rid of that dash. So price obviously does not want to go above this line. So I'm looking for sales. But what would have happened is I would have gotten for sales and then I wouldn't have seen a lot of movement because I am a scalper. I wouldn't have set in. I would not have. So it would have been great if I would have caught this candle, but I probably wouldn't have. All right. And so that's what I like to do. Now, when the market opens, I like to trade more of a supply and demand. The strategy that I learned from her trading journal, I love her. I am a part, I try to be a part of her group, but honey, that little $15 a week be getting me. I don't be having it. But I do like her supply and demand strategy. I am a scalper. My nerves can't take seeing the back and forth. Um, so I would get in and out. I wouldn't hold it as long as she does. And I also like to do support and resistance. So my idea of support and resistance is okay, so obviously this is a downtrend. So I'm looking for sales. I want to get in at the top here. Okay, so once I see that price is trying so hard to break above this, but it can't, eventually I would get in for a buy. Once it hits in, I would get in for a sale. I would short it. Psych. All right, my bad. Um, so yeah, I would get in to short it. But the thing is, price isn't moving. Right? But see, this is the thing, right? I'm a scalper. So when I'm trading um E-minis here, I would get out, right? So I would get out if it went above this line here. So I could keep doing this and make like a couple $100, right? Um, the reason why I've had so many issues with my prop firm account is just because of the psychology. I get so lazy, then I get so mad, and I just blow the account. Honestly, like I'll be up $700, right? I need to get 1,500. I'll be up 700. I lose like three or four. Next thing I know, I done lost 1,400. Like how? Just doing stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. All right. So that's pretty much my strategy. So let's go to Monday. So Monday, 9:30. And then the other thing is I kept trying to get into the market at 9:30. I don't need to get in the market until like 9:40 top. So before I would set my alarm at 9:15 so I could study the market, but now I set my alarm at 9:30. So we're gonna try that out this week. See how that goes. All right. So I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So here's like the little pre 9:30, right? 9:35, it shoots up. The second one shoots up. I do like to trade that third candle. Okay, so 9:30, 9:35. Okay, so 9:40, I would be looking to get in here. Take a quick scalp. Um, if it was E mini, I might make 100, right? Micro E mini, you gotta be happy with the 15, you know. Um, and then I like to see things like this, right? So I'm gonna keep going in for buys. So when I see this, I probably set an alarm here, right? And say, okay, if price hits this, right? And so I know like I'm just back testing or whatever. So it might not seem like you'll see. You'll see. Come back and watch another video. You'll see. Um, so yeah, that's the strategy. I like the two candles stopping at the same place. So I do set a lot of alerts. All right. So this doesn't really look like much fun. Now I will say there's definitely money to be made here. So right now I normally trade on my phone. This computer thing is new for me, but there's money to be made here if you're a scalper. Um, I actually do much better with less momentum. Yeah, so there's definitely money to be made here. See, there it goes again. All right, so the only thing is you would have to wait until it actually looks like something. So I'll show you what I'm looking for when I see it. But that's not it. Okay. So let's keep going. So now we're at Tuesday. Oh, we already passed Tuesday open? Oh, let's see what happened on Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So here, this is 9:25, 9:30. Okay, second candle. Oh, this is what I like to see. Okay, so let's say for instance, 1, 2, 3. So I want to get in somewhere around here. If I could just see this more often, I love to see it. Okay, when price retests and comes back to a line or a point. Okay, so this is what you want to see. This third one here. That would be so ideal. Okay, so just as soon as it gets here, you would have to just take a sell position and just get out if it goes past this, you know. But the thing is with Nasdaq, once the market open, it decides which direction it wants to go in. That's the direction that it's going to go in. So just let the market tell you what it wants to do. Okay, so the market has already shown me with these three candles it wants to go down. Now I just need to find the perfect place to get in. So I want to get in at the top of a candlestick. So that is my biggest thing. I don't get in unless it's at the top of the candlestick and it completely covers the wick. Okay, so I want to get in right there. Okay, if I wanted to get in, I want to get in right there. So you'll see when I actually do trade live, um, that I wait. I wait and then I let it come down, especially if it's like momentum. If I see that it's kind of like pounding at the top of the wick and I want to get in for a sell, um, I wait to see if it's going to go up past that point. And then if I really believe that it's going to short, I'll just have to take that chance and get in. Now, if it is pounding, I still don't expect it to go above this candlestick or this candlestick. That's why I love when I see two candlesticks near each other. Now you do have to wait and you do have to be patient. Um, but that's just the game that we're in. All right. And so as long as it's going down, I'm selling, right? So like for instance, this one, when I see that they're all hitting this line, and I know that it might seem like nothing, right? Because these seems like such little wicks. But when you're trading E-mini and you're a scalper, get in, make your $100 and then dip. You don't need a lot of movement to make $100, you know? And so the goal is to just scale more and risk more. It's not to hold my trades longer. I can't take it. I can't at all. Okay, but you just have to trust that the direction is not going to move. Okay, if the direction does move, you'll know. Okay, but it's not going to be at 10, 11 o'clock. Okay, the direction is set. All right, so I would get in here for sales, right? And then, of course, it would go here. But at the end of the day, it's not a lot of momentum. It's not going to go up, but so far. So this is where leverage comes into play. If you're risking a lot, especially on those, if I was trading a prop firm and I got in right here and it went up here, I would have to be in the red like hundreds of dollars, right? And it is going to come down, but what if you don't have $500, right? It's going to stop you out. That's what ends up happening a lot to me. Because when I'm on my demo, I trust in my strategy, so I know it's going to come back down, so I don't need to get out. Get out so quick. Um, but I get so nervous when it's real money on the line. So that's why I'm just going to start with the micros and my own account. Okay, so now let's keep going. Let's just see what the market's doing. Let's look at the opens. So let's go to Wednesday. Ooh, so Wednesday looks good. And I was trading all these days. So Wednesday looks good. You see some momentum coming in early. Let's see what's going on at 9:30. So 9:30, okay, so it comes down and it retests, right? So now I want to see what it's going to do. Because just because it retests doesn't mean that it's going to go all the way up, right? But you just can tell a lot about the movement based on these two candles. So since this candle never did break this high, I would like keep waiting, right? So okay, it's not going to break this place. It's actually going to go down. All right. So I wouldn't necessarily get in here. I would only get in if that was like the opening candle, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I'm just kind of setting alerts, right? So now I'm looking for a lower low. So I would probably set an alert here. So okay, it's crossing over. So now I want to see what it does around this line, right? Since this is like kind of an important point. So you would have to let market kind of show you what it wants to do. and then also, right, supply and demand. So that's something I know I haven't mentioned it, so I kind of seem like I'm just talking, but that is something that I do like to do. Um, if I'm waiting for the market to reveal something to me, I go ahead and just draw up my lines and then write in like my supply and demand box. Whew, child, Jesus. Um, yeah. So you should get in here. All right. What else do I see? Okay. So then we get here. Price does not want to go above this. You can get in for some sales, right? So when you see that, like the third one, you got to get in there, right? So you should have an alarm set. I always set my alarm like the support and resistance for each little consolidation, right? So you should have an alarm set. Okay, if I look at my phone and I see a space like this, I'm gonna say, okay, I'll get in whenever it touches one of these lines. Okay, so then when it touches one of these lines, I want to see how it reacts, how it responds around this to see if I'm going to get in and sell or if I should wait. Okay, and then here, see what I'm going to do, and see that's the same line over here. All right, so honestly, I feel like I've explained my strategy, and I don't like to beat a dead horse. So let's just look, let's just talk, and I won't keep you much longer. How much time? How long have I been recording anyway? Hold on. 16 minutes. Yeah, it feel like it too. Um, Thursday. Thursday. Open. All right, 9:30. It opens. See, now I'll tell you something. I get in here, and then I notice how momentum is fighting me, and then I would look to get in to short it because I know that it's trying to decide what it wants to do. Okay, so it's coming up here. That doesn't mean it's gonna stay going in that direction. It's letting me know right here because once you get in for a buy, right? So honestly, I would be looking to get in for a buy right here. Or I would have gotten into a buy right here, honestly, because a lot of the times what happens is, see, the price was right here and it probably back tested then shot forward. I would be waiting for that back test, get in, it would be fighting me, I would get out. You got to take some small losses when you're a sniper, or you're going to take big losses, okay? And if you get in for a buy and it's fighting it and it's fighting the buy, I get out, get in for a sale, honey. I am a revenge trader because honestly, that's not what stops me from making money. What stops me from making money is being careless. Okay, I am very instinctual. I trade with my gut. Now, of course, I do have strategies. I don't know the names of them, the official terms. I do the best that I can. Um, I'm not good at memorizing stuff. I'm good at learning and doing. So I am a math. I have a degree in math. I'm a math tutor online. I like looking at something, understanding it, recreating it. I don't do a whole lot of terms, memorization. Mm-mm. Okay, so get in for the sale. All right, and then this is beautiful right here. Oh, wrong one. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so this is beautiful. All right, so you want to, now I have a rule, right? Always trade with the trends. So technically, this is shorting. So I should be waiting for this, right? I should be waiting for it to get here and get here. But the thing is, this line is so much better. So this is telling me that it does not want to go past that point. So after this right here, this for sure is confirming it doesn't want to go past that point at all. It wants to go back up. So I will start getting in for buys here. So I will wait for it to come to this line and then get in and buy. Okay. Whenever you're betting against the trend, don't get greedy. And this is the rule with sniping. Don't get greedy. So what the market looks like is, um, so like with a wick like this, well, a wick like this. So it's here, it's gonna come here, it's gonna open, it's gonna go down, it's gonna open, it's gonna go down, it's gonna open, go down, up, down, up, down. You want to wait until it gets back here, and you want to make sure that when it's going down, that it's coming down, but it's not like forcefully coming down. Okay, just light touches, and then hold it. You have to trust that it's not going to keep going. That's why you kind of want to wait until it gets here. Um, or you could just wing it. Okay, so whenever I'm following my strategy and wing it, I don't lose whenever I'm careless and getting into a trade and it's not at the end of the wick. My strategy only works if you're going to wait until it gets to the absolute end of the wick and does not go past that point. And if it does go past that point, you have to trust it. Okay? You win some, you lose some. You gotta trust it, okay? And please don't be all in my comments talking about I'm not fit to talk about it. Baby, I'm struggling with the demo, okay? But the strategy does work. All right, so how long have I been talking? 21 minutes. All right. So I feel like I've said everything about my strategy really now at this point. Fridays, I don't like Fridays. But every time I say I don't like Fridays, that'd be a good Friday. Okay, so 9:30 is going up, up, up. I'd want to get in right here, but I would notice that it's fighting me, so it wants to sell. Okay, so if it's fighting this soon, it wants to sell. So get out and wait for the market to get in. Now the thing is, I want to get in for a sale, but I really want the retest. Okay, I love a retest. Wait for the retest. So wait for the retest. It'll come down. You'll notice that it stops again at this point. Now the reason why I keep trading is because I'm a scalper. I set alerts on my phone and I keep trading. Okay, so now I'm looking, okay, what does it want to do here? Does it want to go up? Yep, it wants to go up. Okay. Oh, that looks good. What is this? Tuesday. A lot of movement Tuesday. So what's going on 9:30? 9:30 going down. Trust that it's going down. When it's going down, wait for the retest. See how far it's gonna come back. I always get in at the end of the wick. If I don't get in at the end of the wick, if that's a bad trade for me. If the momentum is forcing, if I want to get in to sell and I want to get in right here, but it's coming up so super fast and hard, don't get in. Okay? Only get in once the momentum change because it'll be like going up. And then it's going to start going down. And so it looks like it's still going up, but you have to notice that subtle difference. Okay? And then, of course, you want to notice this line. It's going up now. Okay? Very pretty. Okay, lots of money to be made here. Okay. But I just wanted to give you a rundown of what I'm doing. I think it'll make a lot more sense when you're trading with me um throughout the week, and I'll keep refining my strategy and sharing it with you. Because honestly, this is my first YouTube video. I hope you like it, and I hope that you just, want to be on my trading journey with me, because it's gonna work. It ain't got no choice. It's gonna happen for me. So yeah, stay tuned.